Hello and welcome to Rain and Shine Crafts. Whether your day looks like this or this, there's something for you to do. Materials: coffee filters, markers and or food coloring, cardboard, pencil or pen, scissors, construction paper, paper plates, and optional sunscreen and clear plastic wrap. First we'll do sun prints. Ah, the sun. It can feel really good on your skin, warm and nice. But the sun can also be damaging. The sun produces a lot of different kinds of rays. One kind is called ultraviolet. Ultraviolet rays can be very damaging to your skin, and there are two kinds, UVA and UVB. Both UVA rays and UVB rays can cause skin cancer, so it's important to protect your skin when you go into the sun. Have you ever gotten a sunburn? That was caused by UVB rays. UVA rays, on the other hand, can go deep into the skin and cause things like premature aging or wrinkles. When different dyes are exposed to UV rays, they can fade. And that's because they break down the chemical compounds that make up the dye. That's what we'll see happening today when we do our craft. One way to do a sun print is to start with a piece of cardboard, like this recycled one. I drew a simple design by tracing a circle and then drawing triangles around it to make a sun. And then I cut it out. The reason I used cardboard instead of lighter paper is because I was going to put it outside, and just in case there was some wind, I wanted it to be a little bit heavier. I also decided to cut out the word sun to put beneath it. Just to be safe, I put a rock on top of the design so it wouldn't blow away, and it didn't interfere with the design. I also decided to see what would happen with this Lego polar bear and all these tops of different sizes. A short while after putting everything out in the sun, look what happened. And a little while later, it started to rain. And before I could get out there in time, I had some sun and rain designs. Not intended. But later in the afternoon, I did it again for a couple of hours. And look how much the paper changed. And here's what the polar bear looked like. It's a little more blurry around the edges because it wasn't flat on the paper. You can also do something like this. I folded the paper in thirds, made a nice crease, and then if you know how to make a heart, just draw half of a heart right where the crease is and cut it out. It's kind of the reverse of what we were doing before. You'll see. Now, open it up and then fold it all the way over to the edge. Make a nice tight crease and try to make it lie flat. And put that in the sun. Ta-da! This is one that I did with a green piece of paper. And because it was paper, I left it on a sunny spot on the floor for several days. And that's what it looks like. You could actually make a card out of it if you wanted. Here's one I did with plants from around the yard. Unfortunately, the wind came up and all I found later was a crumpled up piece of purple paper. It might be better to bring something like this inside to a sunny spot. Here's one that I did at the library. I put it on a sunny windowsill for several days. So you can really use any kind of object you can think of. For the best results, use construction paper because it seems to fade very quickly, and the darker the paper, the more of a contrast you'll get. So have fun with it. If you want to do a little science experiment, take some clear plastic wrap and put it over a dark piece of construction paper, and then try different sunblocks with different SPFs. This is one that I did at home. The highest SPF was 100 and the lowest was 15, and I left this out in the sun for several hours. Let's look at the results. I was surprised when I saw the SPF 100 didn't look like it worked very well, but I think there's an explanation for that. It's because I used a spray and it didn't seem to stay in the same place, and I think the saran wrap affected it. It might actually work better on your skin. At least I'm hoping it does. You might want to try this at home and see how it works with what you have. Now let's do a rainy day craft, rain painting. Start by getting your coffee filters, your paper plates, your food coloring, and your markers. Flatten out your coffee filter on your paper plate, and then just start putting drops of food coloring on the filter. Food coloring is very saturated. There's a lot of color in a drop, so you might want to go easy with those drops. I was curious to see if the colors would blend together. So first I did blue, and then a little bit further away, just one drop of green. And then I wonder, will yellow and blue make green if they blend? It'll be interesting to see. See, the yellow almost looks orange. That's because the color is so saturated and strong in the food coloring. I also wondered if red and blue would make purple, or red and yellow would make orange. So it'll be interesting to see when we get the colors wet. Okay, it's time to get our design wet. It was raining when I started this project, but then the sun came out. So I just took this bush and I shook the water onto my design just like it was raining. And you can start to see all the colors blending together and spreading out. If I were to pick this plate up and turn it sideways, all the colors would start to drip down, and I didn't want that to happen. So I left my plate flat until everything dried. Now, let's do the same type of thing with markers. With markers, the colors aren't as saturated. You really need to use, I think, as much color as you can to get the most dramatic effect. So don't be afraid to color that whole filter. Just fill up every part of it. It might take a long time, but just be patient and have fun with it. Okay, time to go find some raindrops. This one has almost a tie-dye effect. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like when it dries. Ta-da! Here's the end result. And if you look at the one on the left, it's a little brown around the edges of the center. And that's what happens when you mix all the colors together, right? You get brown. Now it's time to display your artwork. You can hang it in the window like a piece of stained glass, or put it up on your fridge with the rest of your artwork. Thanks for joining me today, and whether it's sunny or rainy, I hope you have fun. And if you're reading this summer and doing Read Squared, here's the special code.